recently spoke with Tomáši Rosickém, Czech football legend.
Oh yeah.
And he is so happy for you. I was wondering if you're frequently in touch. Yeah.
Yeah, we have been in touch. Actually, he was here a few months ago visiting us, and we spent some time together. And great character, what a player! Yeah, great guy.
Brilliant. Also, I would like to talk about the importance of Bukayo Saka, another brilliant display for England, one of the best players of the season, maybe in the whole world. Do you feel there is actually any room for major improvement when it comes to his game?
Yes, first of all, I think you have to recognize obviously what he's been doing. I think the consistency that he's shown at his age and at this level is something rare to see. And he's taking it with normality, you know. And if you ask me if he has room for improvement, I would say yes, a lot. And especially with the way he is, because he's never satisfied, he always wants more, and he knows that he can still do a lot of things better and more efficiently, but we are really pleased to have him, obviously.
Now you prepare for Leeds game. Last time against them at Elland Road you struggled a lot, and Saka saved you 3 points by his goal. Was it one of the toughest games so far, and do you expect something similar on Saturday?
Yeah, it's always really tough to go to Elland Road, and we started the first half really well, and we could have scored 2 or 3. We didn't, and we suffered a lot in the second half to maintain our lead. New manager, a really intense team, really good in transition. I'm sure they're gonna try to cause us a lot of problems. We will prepare well and play the best as we can to beat them.
Mikel, I have to ask, what is going to decide the title race? Do you think it's going to be heads or football abilities?
I think it's going to be what do we do every single day. That's what is going to decide our outcome. We cannot control the outcome of other clubs. What we can control is what can we do every single day, how we behave, how we train, how we communicate, how is our energy, the messages that we send to our people as well, and now it has to be about enjoying the last part of the season with enthusiasm, with energy, with a real hunger to do and continue to do what we've done, and if possible, better.
When I look at the Arsenal team, I see winners everywhere. There were so many comebacks this season, and you always seem to find the right solution. I was wondering, how challenging is it for you personally to keep the players in the optimal mindset?
To be fair, it's a joy to work with this group of people, with this staff that we have. They really follow us, they really want to please everybody. They love what they do, they love living with each other, and they love playing for each other. And I think you can sense that. And you always have to try to find the right balance and tweak things to get them in the best possible mindset for that particular day or that particular game. But I would say that they are a pretty easy group to handle.
And what do you think is the main ingredient that makes this team so special? Is it that they apply your non-negotiable values that you said about?
I think that we have really good people, and then obviously we have really good players, and we have people and players that are curious all the time to improve, to learn, to be better. We have the right level of competition and cooperation because they really want to help each other, but they have to challenge each other as well to benefit the team and live the standards that we want. And the secret probably is the unity and togetherness that they have between them, that they love to spend time with each other, they love to play with each other, they love to play in front of our people, and they really have that sense of belonging to the club, and that's very powerful, I think.
Was there any particular moment during the season where you realized that you might achieve something big as winning the title?
I think it's something that is been building, you know, and it's been part of the journey. I think I really like what I saw the first day when we got back from holidays, you know, that people were hungry. I think the signings that we made a big impact in the team, generating belief, taking the team, the ability to the team, the quality of the team, the leadership of the team to a different level. And then it was every single day trying to build that up to a level that actually you start to believe that you can be at the top and you can sustain that level.
Yeah, I guess when we talk about signings, it's quite impossible to mention Manchester City. And I would like to ask you about the way you invert fullbacks, which is simply fascinating. Was it your idea or more Pep's invention?
Well, this started when I was in Barcelona. We used to play 3-4-3 diamond, and one of the fullbacks used to play there. But Pep did it at Bayern, I think, for the first time, I think, with Philipp Lahm as well, and then that was developed at City with many different ways of doing it with different players. So that's a great thing, that you can take all the time things from other sports, from other coaches, to make yourself better, and that curiosity is necessary to evolve and be better.
I guess that you might be tired about questions on Pep Guardiola, is that right?
It's not tired, you know, it's a really important person in my career, and I'm really grateful for everything that I've done next to him.
Does it make it more special that he is your biggest managerial rival this season?
I don't know, football is so unpredictable, you know, and I had it through my career when I separated from teammates at the age of 15 and then get together at the age of 27 in a different club, in a different country or city. It's the beauty of the sport. It turns around in a way that you can never predict, and that's what it makes it so special.
I was wondering if you can actually enjoy the games where there is so much pressure and you can constantly think about making tactical changes, having instant impact.
Well, for me it's the best day of the week, for sure. You know, everything that we do is to get there, and that adrenaline, that tension, that energy you have on match day, it's impossible to replicate it with anything else, and it's the beauty of being a coach, or being there before the game to talk to the players, to understand what is happening there, to take different inputs from people and then act at halftime and try to transmit that message and get better in the second half, and then the feeling of winning in that stadium or in the dressing room is something that really marks and gives purpose to our profession, probably, and is that moment after winning.
And are the match days for you personally very different from the times that you were a player?
Very different. Very different. Because as a manager you have many other things to think about. You know, it's not only that, it's how you're going to build the week, it's how you're going to communicate with them individually, collectively. It's a lot of things around the environment that you have to be aware of that. And at the end you are there in the front row, you know, and they're looking at you, and you have to be the one delivering the right message to the team. There is nothing like playing, I would say, but probably the best next thing after playing is being a manager.
That's nice. And is there an Arsenal player that you would consider as a future manager material?
There are a few, to be honest, and some of the players have started to do their licenses, which is really good. We can inject a little bit of that curiosity, you know, and to understand the game, to understand how groups work and how dynamics and people impact in a huge way to any football club and any football team. I think it's a really good thing to do.
Yeah, and also I think what should we mention is discipline, because this season you haven't received a single red card. Which is a massive difference. So why do you think it's that?
Well, hopefully we have learned lessons, you know, from last year that cost us a lot of points. We need to continue to do that in the same way, because it's a vital thing, especially playing in the Premier League.
And last question, obviously you have learned a lot of valuable lessons, your players, but I was wondering what you have learned from your team this season.
That I have to trust them, that they are accountable, and that they love what they do, and they are willing to give every single drop of energy that they have to make this team successful.
That is amazing. Thank you very much, Mikel.
Thanks to you. Thank you.